UFC 317, June 28th in Las Vegas International Fight Week needs a headlining fight. DDP says he won't fight Hamzat on that card. Some think maybe it's Topuria versus Makhachev. Interestingly, Dean Thomas thinks it's Tom Aspinall versus Cyril Gane. Not John Jones, but Cyril Gane. If that was the case, they would have to strip Jones of the heavyweight title because it wouldn't make sense for Tom Aspinall to have a third title fight for the interim belt.
If I had to put my money on it, I think they convinced Tom Aspinall to fight Cyril Gane. I had to put my money on it. I think that's the one that's being this far out. Like we're a couple weeks away. And
2 months.
Yeah, we're 2 months out. And I think that they'll throw a number. Like Tom wants to fight and he'll be like, all right, I'll fight. And I think they'll throw a number at Cyril Gane. It won't be ideal for him, but they'll throw a number that he can't refuse and he'll have to take it. And I think it makes more sense that way. John is a chess player. You gotta think about this. He's a very intellectual chess player. And he's trying to collect as much information on Tom Aspinall as possible. Exactly. We haven't really seen him in a lot of tough spots. We don't know how he's going to respond to that. And I think John is probably waiting on that. And that's probably what John is looking for with Tom Aspinall. Give him a couple more fights, man. I want some more information before I say yes to this.
UFC middleweight Sedriques Dumas was arrested in Pensacola, Florida, facing charges of home invasion, robbery, and felony weapons possession. This follows a knockout loss to Mihail Olasejic a couple of weeks back at UFC 314 in Miami, Florida. Dumas has a history of legal troubles, got a collection of mugshots, and this is his 14th arrest since 2014. He had a prior domestic violence case in 2024. That was dropped. He's currently held on $558,500 bonds. Court date next scheduled for May 6th. UFC may be returning to Shanghai in August. Shi Ming may be on that card, the doctor with that big head kick KO. Miktabek Oralbai fighting Tafiq Musaev June 21st at UFC Baku. Tafiq Musaev makes his UFC debut in this one.
Right now, what's up, guys? I start my first dose of my new chemo on Thursday. I'm pretty nervous, but Carlos shaved my head, and I'm kind of digging the no hair look. But I'm sad I'm gonna lose my eyebrows. Life's good right now.
Jeremy Stephens returns to UFC on Saturday, taking on Mason Jones. Stephens is second, tied for second for the most knockdowns in UFC history with 18. Interestingly, he's also tied for second for the most losses in UFC history, also with 18. So most losses in UFC history tied for second, and also most knockdowns tied for second. He's looking to add another knockdown and another knockout to that record on Saturday.
Really had to earn this one. I did this one myself, so. I like to remain in gratitude and just good attitude about everything that's going on, all the blessings that are happening in my life, to be here in my hometown. You can't make this shit up. It's had its ups and downs. It was rough when I left. I felt like, I was pushed in the bottom of the well. You ever seen the Ring movie? The down at the well. I had to crawl, scrape my way back, fight bare knuckle, break some jaws, and remove the concrete lid that was off. Now I'm crawling out, getting all my tools back. I'm going to wreak some havoc on somebody. And it's been a heck of a journey, but I'm grateful to be here. Molded in the darkness, the pain, the suffering, what I've had to endure, the resilience. I've really had to do some dark stoic mastery, and I never gave up. I kept with it. I kept believing in my delusions, and I turned them into reality.
Doing, man? Just got my work in with my boy Congo. I'm just clocking in with everybody. Yet again, bro, we excited. June 14th is the big day. Me versus Kamaru Usman. Man, I'm so excited. Man. This is what we've been working towards. This is what we've been working for. We've been on Kamaru Usman talking about the no knees, bro. Go ahead, come and get this work in the cage. And he signed that contract. We're gonna be out there in Atlanta, Georgia. ATL is gonna be my first time, man. Though, right? Your boy swole. Your boy big as hell right now. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a little nervous, y'all. I don't know I'll get this weight down. You know what I'm saying, guys? Hold on. I need some help, nigga. Help me take this shirt off, nigga, before I get the shirt. I'm gonna take this motherfucking shirt. Ah, shit.
Thank God. Yeah.
Right there, man. Like, bro, this the best shape I've been in the longest time. Y'all thought 2024 was crazy, man. Bro, we been clocked in, bro. And we've been working towards something this whole time. Yet again, we here to take the throne. But I feel like my pursuit in becoming a world champion has changed me, has molded me, not to be just a better fighter, but to be a better human being, you know? Because to be a world champion, bro, you know, you gotta be bigger than just a fighter, you know? Like, you have to have your life in order, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to create almost a lifestyle, right? Where you're not just out partying, you doing bullshit, wasting time. Like, you gotta be dedicated to the craft, you know what I mean? Matter of fact, not even dedicated, you gotta be enslaved to it, you know? Like, you gotta pretty much sacrifice your life in order to get to this type of point, you know? And a lot of people don't know how hard I work, but it's gonna be shown. All the results is gonna speak for themselves when I step into that cage. And don't get it twisted, y'all. I'm always focused. I'm always locked in. But I always like to prepare for that next move. So y'all already know, once I beat Kamal Usman, my mentality and where I wanna go is get that belt. Now, Craig Law is the one that wins, right? Because if he doesn't win and JDM wins, I'm already know the UFC got different moves that they trying to do. You understand? So I'm hoping Bilal wins, and once he wins, knock his ass out, and then go ahead and proceed to be the biggest star in the UFC. Because right now the big talk is there is no stars in the UFC right now, right? And if they are, they done lost, you know what I'm saying? They didn't, you know what I'm saying, fumble the bag in some type of way. So I really feel like, man, this is my opportunity to really show up and show out. But yet again, bro, I got to go into that cage, man, get my hand raised. But not only get my hand raised, go out there, man, and dominate this man and get the knockout that I know that I can get. So.
最後30秒の絵の見せろって。最後30秒の見せろ。はい、最後30秒の見せろ。最後30秒、30秒。はい、頑張れ、最後30秒。終わってるぞ、終わってるぞ。頑張れ、頑張れ、最後。
I don't ever say never again. At the end of the day, you got to say it as never can never be never, and I want to make sure that I don't ever say never again.
I'm Pascal Kraus.
This is Eric Newbreed Cope. Joe K-San. Again. One more.